Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Walt. Yes, I can, Walter.
Hello, my friend. How are you? Finally.
What a great day. I finally get to meet you and hear your voice. You know, I've been following you on Twitter for a long time. You're well loved.
Yeah, indeed.
You're very well loved in the Forex community, like me.
I appreciate very much. I appreciate very much, my friends. How's everything?
You know, so, you know, I read your bio, and I took a look at your interview a little while, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago that you did with Hugh Kimura, who I've interviewed before on Trading Heroes.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, got you. You're on the screen right now. So, all right. So I would say it would take me less time to list the banks that you haven't been with than to list the banks that you have been with. Yeah, I mean,
I had a great opportunity on 1982, but honestly, I went to the bank in 1981, and before to go to the dealing room, I went on the back office for 1 year to learn accounting.
Okay, interesting. You know, my first job in the business was as a runner on the floor, okay, at the CME, where, you know, we would get orders over the phone from different branch offices. It was Dean Witter, and they'd write them up, or we'd get them over the teletype, and I'd run them out to the pit. And that's when I learned about stop running and stops. I noticed that every time I handed an order to a broker and it had STP at the end, they put it in a certain part of their deck, and they were very interested.
Well, my first work in dealing room after 1 year of the office was as a position keeper. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yes, I sold at this price. I bought at this price. Calculate the average immediately, guy. But was a very, very good school, because I started from the first bank, from the first private bank in Italy, was BNA, and now actually is Monte dei Paschi di Siena.
Okay.
Then I
go ahead.
Then I worked for Citibank for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then for a bank in the Swiss bank, now I think is Party Boss.
All right. Well, you know what? I have a question.
Yes, tell me. Here.
Well, you have a lot of experience at banks. Banks have trading desks. You oversaw the trading desks, okay, and your traders. How did you know when someone that was under you, that was a trader at the bank, had talent to become a good trader? What qualities did you see in them?
Well, first of all, one of my mission when I'm going to mentoring with other students is to explain them what happened in the dealing room. Because if you enable to know what happened in the dealing room, you enable to control the market. I mean, you can use the technical analysis, of course, and to understand the bias, fundamentals, and it's okay. But to stay in control of the market, you should know what happened in a dealing room.
Okay.
Something like arbitrage, for example.
Yes.
I had as well a good experience with me to work in the pit during the lira fix on the stock exchange for 6 years, from 86 to 92, in the name of my bank, of course, and was a very, very good experience to understand the arbitrage and how this works. Because, well, actually on platform we are unable to work on arbitrage, but thanks to the control of the arbitrage, we can have exactly more or less, more than 90% where the orders are.
And were you really working the spread? Wasn't the profit on the arbitrage the spread between the bid and the offer at different dealing desks? And that's where
well, for example, actually, I am seller on top on euro dollar, but there is a reason. It's not a fortification of euro versus dollars.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that dollar is weakness or the euro is too strong. We have two different situations at a time. Situation number one is an internal war in Europe after Brexit between Europe and Great Britain. But we have another situation, so that someone, I mean back big company and as well H.F.A.C.E. still working to diversification of portfolio. In fact, the euro dollars moves up at the time, apart Yellen's speech or Draghi's speech, is moving up only to buy euro versus sterling or euro versus yen. This is exactly proof that the market confirms US dollars is not weakness, but we have a strong euro because someone is diversification portfolio buying euro to invest in Europe. Okay. This is my opinion. This is my personal opinion. In fact, if we see, I prepare for you some screenshot on weekly, we can see that on weekly, euro dollars trend is up, but meanwhile, euro sterling dollars is down, is moving down. Right. And as well, dollar yen is moving up. So which is the sense, is anomalous movement, don't you? Because yes, if dollars is under attack, we have euro dollar moves up and sterling dollar moves up and dollar yen moves down. But in this case, we have the market in anomalous position. This position means that someone is changing the aging of this portfolio. That's what I mean.
Okay, so it's really a flow out of the dollar into the euro.
Yeah.
That's what's driving the market here. If you want to put up your screenshots, we could talk about them that you prepared. I'm seeing your screen. I see your screen right here, and I see you have Euro USD. Pound
how can you see my screen?
Yes, we see it.
Okay. Give me just a second to understand how can I show you. This is the euro dollar weekly.
Okay,
can you see the euro dollar? Yeah, this is the euro dollar weekly.
All right.
It's clear that the euro dollar is moving up at the time. Right. So bias of euro dollar is up on a medium period, of course, because I'm not a bank. You know, the bank moves with constancy, taking a look to 3 months and 6 months. But in this case, the available of weekly is the bias is up.
Yes.
Yes, the balance is really up, and eventually a break above 114 and 114 and 05. Next target should be around 115 and a half. First target.
All right.
First target.
Okay.
But let's
so we're heading towards those March highs. All right, go ahead.
This is the situation of cable.
Okay.
The
Having a
market
good day
moving
today.
down. The market moving down. This is the first anomalous movement if we consider the dollar is weakness of the time. Because we have a situation of dollars that is strong versus cable. Yeah.
Okay. That's why Euro Pound has been such a big winner on the upside.
Yes, you got it perfectly. The market moves because the major orders at the time, and you know better than me that the order moves the market, are to buy euro versus yen and sterling.
Got it.
This is the proof. Because if I try to and this is the dollar yen. So we have an anomalous situation, you see what I mean? So the dollar yen
normally if the dollar's weak, US dollar yen would be going down.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. This is the result that and the proof that euro dollars at the time is higher because found or big orders are to buy euro versus sterling and yen. And this is the right proof because this is the personal, just my personal view that the market is moving only on orders to buy dollars and sterling versus euro, to buy euro versus sterling and yen. This is the situation.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous move, euro yen. It's been
because we have because we have the opposite situation.
Right.
If the dollar is under attack, we can't have a long period bias up on dollar yen. Or dollar yen, just my personal view, is one of the most important indicators for dollars. That's what I mean. And today as well, just a couple of minutes before, I have seen a very, very large sell about euro sterling.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because talked about it before.
This is my platform, but as you can see, what happened, this is the situation. This is euro sterling.
Right.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Moving down to re-arbitrage. Meanwhile, we have again euro dollar on top, but euro dollar at the time is supported, of course, because someone, just my personal view, is buying dollar versus yen. Okay. And this is the result.
Okay, is that a carry? Do you consider euro yen risk on, risk off when it comes to correlating it to, say, risk assets like equities, euro yen?
Well, I think euro yen now at the moment is manipulated from BOJ. This is just my personal view.
Okay.
So I think yes, yen is under attack, but just for liquidity and can push down stocks. So there is a good opportunity for funds to buy stock exchange on Japan on the bottom.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay, so that it's more positive for the Nikkei than for other bourses. Is that
right?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So look, Walter, you know, with the experience that you have, I noticed, I wasn't sure you had that, but it looks like you have a mentoring program. So you're
Yes,
still out there, you're helping
I have
people.
a mentoring, yes, but I consider my mentoring as well to the low price a sort of mission, because sometimes I do not like to see people lose money.
Yes.
Because, you know, many people think that is a sort of game. They open an account, they use a platform, they study something about analysis, and they try to trade using the maximal leverage to change their lives. But it's the opposite. Because
Done it.
you,
Did you ever do it to yourself? Did you ever do it to yourself? You ever blow up an account?
Well, first of all, I'm proud to say that I mentored traders since 1987. I mean, wow. I start to mentor trader in a dealing room.
Right.
Newbie and junior, you know.
Right.
And I never failure in my life. This is my personal target, and I'm so happy about that, because a lot of people think to trade on market is a sort of competition, but it's not raising. Because if you think that in a dealing room we work like a team, we need to share our opinions. No, if I sell, you buy because you do not understand market, what happened on the market, or is competition between me and you, who earns more. Because if we consider to be
that's the egos.
Yes, to trade as a sort of competition, remember, as I used to say to my students, only the turtle is the winner, because the more you are constancy on your profit, the more you will be a profitable trader.
And so, you know what, you could be a commercial for our company, because we believe in having a social trading community and the sharing of ideas. And our company, ForexAnalytix, are 5 traders that on their own would be great, but collaborating, they're better. So you're a big believer, even though you wouldn't need anyone to talk to, that you do intelligence gathering still. Are there guys from your career that you still talk about the markets with from your earlier days and relationships that you formed?
Well, first of all, when I mentor someone, I am in touch with him for the rest of the day. At the end of the mentoring, I didn't say, okay, good luck and bye-bye. But I always ready to help them, just for refreshing, or if they have some problems on P&L, because it's important for me. Because as I used to say, you want to be a trader, you should think like a trader for first.
Okay.
And if to trade is a work, and to be a trader is a work, to trade is an art. So we have different techniques during the day. So we can understand how to control the market, because the more you are able to control the market, I mean your position and your risk, okay, the more you avoid to be controlled by the market.
I think it's interesting that you say that once the teaching aspect of trading is over, that it's not the end of your relationship with your mentees. So
yes,
mentoring is almost like being a parent, Walter. where it's you know, it's a lifetime thing.
For me, it's important in a relationship because I have all my students on direct message, on Twitter, on email, by email, Skype, and WhatsApp as well. Because in any case, I'm always ready. If they need an help, here I am.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
this is important. Never, because to trade is a work of team. To be a trader, we need to be sure of our opinion, don't you? It's not the personal trader that think to be a solitary trader start with the left foot. That's what I mean. It's very, very important for me to maintain my relationship with all my students. In fact, 90% of my quiz are for my students.
I see. So that's a major way for you to,
as usual, because I use the trading range, and I explain them how to calculate the trading range. What is the trading range? It's not my invention. Because when I start working in a dealing room in the day, I should be able to quote to the market in interbanking or to the customer immediately a price if they ask me. I have no time to reflect. I have to follow the market. And of course, inside the trading range, I close back to back because it's not my position. Eventually, client that sold or buy, because it's not my position. But I use, in this case, as a retail investor, the trading range like a sort of a neutral zone. So inside the trading range, only the banks works. You sitting on your hands.
okay,
Outside the trading range.
they collar the range, but the big,
yeah,
the chance for retail traders to make money when in a range is, no, recognize it's a range, but the big money is made when it comes out of a range.
Yes, indeed, that's what I say. Okay. Because if you work inside the trading range, and for example, you don't know what happened in a dealing room in case of financement, and I have to buy 50 or 100 million euro versus dollars, and you are short inside the trading range because the bias is up. With all my respect for Mr. Fibonacci and company, I move the market up. Okay. You take a stop loss, then the market moves on your side.
Okay, and do you avoid forecasting, and do you think it's okay to have a bias when you're trading?
Well, usually I use the same system, me and the student, to calculate the budget, because if you enable to calculate the budget, you are not a professional trader. You can't trade without the budget.
Got it.
So I use the same system of the bank. So I work on quarterly, and the maximum stop loss will be limited in 3 months, I mean, to 1/3 of the capital. This is the formula that the bank used.
Okay, that's a pearl. So Walter,
yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. So,
well, because I mean, if you open an account, just for example, with $20,000, and you start to trade immediately using a leverage of 100, I mean, 1, 2 lots.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Over your limits, because you are unable to control the limits. You should be able to control the limits first to calculate the budget.
What type of leverage you recommend your students trade with?
Well, I recommended leverage calculating the formula. For example, just to be easy, for $20,000 capital, the maximum leverage in this case is 40,000
2 to 1
euros.
Okay.
Because the more you push on the gas, the more your provider is happy. But if you calculate that you have $20,000, your maximum daily stop loss is limited at $110 a day. So with $110 a day, your maximum leverage is 40,000. And your stop loss is limited if the price back in range.
Okay. All right.
6, 7 pips.
Yeah, so conservative. And
the reason is,
do you have a rule for stop loss per trade?
Yes, all is calculated, my friend, because outside the trading range, I use the action price techniques. But if the price back in the trading range, I close my deal in 6, 8 pips of stop loss. I'm talking about day trading, of course.
Okay.
Well,
do you have? Is that the main type of trade? Is that the main type of trading that you do? Consider yourself a scalper, day trader, or do you ever have a longer term?
Not a scalper, because someone confused the scalper with a day trader. To scalp is a risk, because if I work in a bank and you call me for a price in 10 euro dollar, for example, $1 million euro dollar, I shove the price, you sell me or you buy, I don't know. And I have to immediately to recover, because it's not my position. I try to read what you have to do.
Right.
If the market pushing up, probably you are a buyer. So I move my price higher. If you buy, I try to recover immediately with 1 or 2 pips. This is scalping. But if I work using 1 minute and 5 minutes, I lost the control of the market, because I am concentrated only in the bar. I mean, only in the candle. And the risk is that you can earn 10, 20 pips a day. But if you, when you read,
do you think that this attack on the dollar is something that's not short-lived, like the big bear market rally? We peaked around 140, went to 103. A lot of people could call this a bear market rally. Do you think this is the beginning of a secular trend, or just
well, for the long trend? Well, honestly, I think that the real euro-dollar
fair value,
just my personal view, of course, is 1.10.
Okay, 110 is
the
fair
rest
value.
is only effect of the arbitrage.
Okay, Walter, what a great interview. You know, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you.
You know, I say this, and tell me if you agree, that you can't learn experience. It only comes with the passing of time and living through things. And in our business, that time is screen time.
I thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. And remember, my friend, always here.
Thank you so much, Walter. And I also say, Walter, you can't learn experience, but you could speed up your learning by learning from the experience.
Never stop learning. Never stop.
Everyone thank Walter Vannelli for being with us today. A veteran from the trenches at the banks to a humanitarian, helping people and staying with the students for as long as they need him. Thank you, F.A.C.E. It was a pleasure meeting you, Walter. Everyone have a good day.
Goodbye.
All right, adios, my friend. Ciao.
All the best. Ciao.
Ciao, buddy. My trading warrior brother, Walter Vannelli. You can follow him at Walter Vannelli, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. I want to thank Steve Volge. I want to thank Stelios, who I interrupt all the time. I want to thank Blake. What a great call Blake made on Euro Pound. You caught the Euro Pound, click the link, www.ForexAnalytix.com. Get on board with the best team on the net. Adios, my friends. And most of all, you're welcome, friends.
You're welcome.
Adios. And most of all, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Having Walter here today was a blessing. See you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
See you, my friend.